Alright, welcome back.
Well,
Last time Jiraiya died, and also he's going to tell us the sequel of his new title now.
what should he name the sequel? Boruto.
The
next
next-
Naruto Next Generation.
It's Boruto, Naruto the Next Generation.
Yes. That has a nice ring to it.
I don't think so. He's dead.
To think that he could intimidate me for even a second.
Anyways, so about the
concert you went to.
concert I went to.
Let us be sure to
So
seal
we get our
fortunes
suit, right? We're sitting there, and I've got my cool shades on, my real sick cool shades,
Yeah, your sick dope cool shades.
because it's Florida and it's sunny
Fucking
as shit
sunny
out.
as shit.
So I got my shades on. That's important. So I'm sitting there and people are talking, they're getting freebies, and everyone's doing their things, and blah, 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 blah. And then the two girls behind me, they're doing something with someone else, something about freebies or something with each other. They're trying to figure something out. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking towards the stadium, so I'm not sitting forward, I'm like sitting at kind of like an angle, right, towards the stadium, to looking towards my right. And all of a sudden, something flies and hits me like right in the corner of my eye, but I'm wearing glasses, so it's cool, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't really do anything. And I'm like, so I hear just the, and I'm like, the fuck was that? And then I like look at it, and I see that it is what I could describe as a McDonald's plastic cup cover
Leaf Village.
had gone flying somehow and like struck me in the corner of my eye. But again, I was wearing sunglasses,
That's a
so I
good
was
thing.
good, so it didn't do anything. I was more like, what the fuck? Oh. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, I get that.
Nine tails.
And the girl, so I immediately realized where it came from. As the girl behind me starts going, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, oh, that's where that came from. So, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, nah, we're good, don't worry about it. And she's like, I'm so sorry about that. And I'm like, no, it's good, don't worry about it. I was more the surprise than anything. We're good, man.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
no
it.
damage done.
Yeah, no damage. And she's like, I'm really sorry about it.
They're
I'm
paying for
just
my
like-
chicken.
yeah, dude, she just keeps apologizing. I'm like, no, like seriously, we're good. Like, don't worry about it. Everything's good. I'm fine.
Don't even trip, dog.
Yeah, we're good. And fucking, and she just keeps
Saying
saying it, and I'm just like, all right. So after a certain point, I'm like, all right, I'm done with this conversation.
But Chris, I'm so sorry.
She's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, we're good, don't worry about it, you know? And I'm like, so I turn around, we're good. She's still talking about it, and like, I can hear her, because she's literally right behind me, but I'm also like, I'm just not gonna engage it at this point, because
Yeah.
like, I don't need to just keep being like, you're good. So she apologizes. I'm like, we're good. I turn back around, and now I hear her, she's like, oh my god, I feel so bad. Oh man, it's like, I feel so bad. This is so embarrassing. I can't believe that, and blah, 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 blah. And then I just hear, just real briefly, and he's so cute too. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there like, hey yo, what the fuck is going on?
You could have probably got both those girls' numbers.
I was like, hey yo, alright.
Alright, I'll take that. Boosted my confidence.
I was like, alright, we take those.
Oh, that's funny.
But what makes that extra funny is before that, we're waiting outside to get in.
Well, you
And
also
there's-
were like
there's,
one of
like-
the three men there. You
Well,
said?
there's only chicks and a couple of guys, but most of the guys are like boyfriends or husbands, clearly.
Yeah.
Or gay. But there was very few gay people even. Just mostly boyfriends and husbands. There was a guy who was like a pack mule. Is the best way to describe him. He was cool. I like to call him Florida Man because
Florida
he looked
Man!
exactly how you'd expect a man from Florida to look if he also looked like Jesus at the same time.
Oh, I love
He
this.
looked exactly like what you'd expect.
Okay, continue.
He was cool. I liked him. We got along great. We were all the only guys there. But it's funny is before that, my sister was just like, she's like, yeah, how's it feel knowing that you're the only guy here who's not in a relationship, and I'm not here because they're in a relationship, and I just went, I looked around at the sea of like 10,000 women around me and went, I'm pretty sure I can make it work. So it's funny that ended up happening later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that was funny. I was like,
And he's so cute.
I was like, he's so cute. And I was just like,
I'll take those.
all right, we'll take those. I'm a guy. I'll tell the story now until I die, probably.
Yeah, pretty much. Like how I always tell the story about how one person complimented my green shirt once.
Dude, I forgot about that. I got so many compliments on one of my shirts from employees at the park because I wore the shirt that says "I don't give a," and it's a rat holding a donkey on a leash, so it's "I don't give a rat's ass." I got so many compliments from employees. So many of the employees were like, "Dude, nice shirt," and I was like, "Thanks."
Because they want to wear that shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's funny. Because here's the funny thing, Chris. I know you were not, like, interested in relationships at all, but if you overheard that, you probably could have turned around and been like, okay, well, can I get both of you numbers then?
Let's go. But yeah, it was funny. I was like, I mean, it was what it was. I was like, no, it's more embarrassing. I'm the guy that went there because his sister dragged him along and not his girlfriend. Looks worse for me. To be fair, I wasn't that imposed. I think they're pretty good. I actually like their stuff. So I was actually like, I mean, I'm not willing to spend that much money on the ticket. But like, I'm willing to go because I think they're pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was fine. And then after that, I was like, my sister came back to the seat, and I was like, great, watch my seat. I have to go take a piss before the show starts now. So I went down all the way to the bathroom. I just went to the first bathroom I saw, and I walked into the guy's bathroom, and it was a fucking ghost town. It was like a fucking tumbleweed fucking tumbled through the fucking bathroom. And I was like, oh. And I went, yeah, that does add up. And then I like went to go take a piss. And as I was finishing taking my piss and about to leave, like 3 dudes walked into the bathroom all at the same time. All 3 of them at the same time, they walk into the bathroom, and they're just like, they're talking, and one of them's just like, man, you can tell who this concert's for based off how empty this bathroom is, huh, guys? And they're all laughing and shit, and I'm just like, alright, well, I'm just gonna mind my own business and walk out. And as I'm, like, minding my own business, I walk by them and realize all 3 of them are wearing fucking Stray Kids merch. And I'm like, the fuck is going on? Like, they came in, like, a fucking stupid girl concert anyways. Look at my merch that I bought.
What a bunch of fucking losers. Oh, that's funny.
It was so weird. I was like, the fuck?
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, it was pretty cool. Other than that, there wasn't too much. It was just a good, solid concert overall. Everything was nice and fine. Everyone performed and the music was good. And the show was pretty sick actually, because they show off a ton of fireworks, which I wasn't expecting. Lots of fireworks, lots of pyro. They shot tons of fucking flamethrowers. It's funny because I'm sitting there and I'm like, my last experience of knowledge of boy bands was Backstreet Boys in 1999. And this is much different. The Backstreet Boys never shot off flamethrowers into the audience or like fireworks or confetti streamers. And, like, they also do this thing at every concert where they like soak the if you get a ticket to their show and you get like front row, you are in the splash zone. Because every show they spray water bottles everywhere. They like open the water bottles up and just fucking everyone. They get buckets of water and just huck them into the audience towards the end of the night. They literally came out with super soakers and they're like fucking shooting people with water guns.
But they got sprayed on by their favorite boy band, Chris. They're not going to take a shower for 3 months.
I mean, I would have took it in that heat.
I don't blame you.
Actually, by the time we were in there, it was not that bad because the stadium itself blocked most of the sun, so it was pretty shady actually inside the stadium. And it got night quick, and once it was night, it was like, all right, this is fine. It's funny. They came out at one point and they were talking. They were just like, "It's fucking hot here," and I was just like, "Damn right, it's fucking hot here. Thank you."
Yeah. It's almost like you're in Florida, bitch.
But yeah, well, it was a good show. I don't have much more to say other than the fact that it was a good show and concert went off without a hitch and everything was fine. And I had I lied. I've lied horrendously. I have so much to say, actually. There is one thing I forgot, and I don't know how I forgot it because it's the most, like, egregious part of the whole night. So, these people, she had to have been, like, either late middle school or, like, early high school age range, right? And she went with her dad. She, like, dragged her dad to this show. And, like, she was... You know the, like, obsessive superfans you see?
Yes.
That was her. And she sat, boop, right next to me. The whole night. And I'm like, oh, boy. And she's screaming so loud. Like, she's blowing out my fucking ear. So, she's screaming, like, here, like, she's like 2 inches away from my ear, screaming, "I love you, Felix," at the top of her lungs. I'm going deaf. I'm like, I'm really chill, but there was a point where I wanted to be like, can you shut the fuck up for like 20 seconds? Like,
but she just loves Felix so much, Chris.
I was alright with it because I pulled through, because I went, alright, she's screaming really, really loud. Which means that she's not going to be able to keep this up the whole concert, because she's going to throw her fucking voice out. There's no fucking way she's going to be able to do this all night.
Uh-huh.
So, and she couldn't, I was right, she threw her fucking voice out. And she slowly, as the night went on, she slowly got quieter, and I slowly got louder. Because I'm the reverse. I don't get into things until it gets much later into a concert, where they start playing their mega hits.
Understood.
So, she's sitting there screaming, "I love you, Felix," every like 2 fucking seconds. Which Felix, I'm sure, can hear her from half a mile away with 1 million people screaming at him.
Yeah, totally.
Obviously.
This is why whenever people are at concerts, I never understand the screaming at the person who is performing. If you're not in like the front rows,
you can do it, but only when they like quiet the stadium. When the stadium gets quiet and no one's saying anything, that's when you do it. You sneak it out there when they're trying to get everyone quiet. That's when they can hear you. That's when you do it. But like, anyways, they're so. They come in and they're sitting down, and their seats were weird. They had like 2 people in between their 2 seats, but they agreed to like move over so that he could sit next to his daughter. And I was like, that's nice of them. I wouldn't fucking do that. This ticket's like $900. I wouldn't move my seat if you killed me. You'd have to prime my gripped corpse to the seat for $900.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's real nice of you, but I ain't doing that. I'm not fucking moving. No one asked me to move. I'm just saying, if they did, I would have told them to fucking pound sands. So, anyways, they're now close. She's next to me. He's the next seat over. The other 2 there are good. Apparently, they have gone to other Stray Kid concerts because they were feeding her like info on like what to do and when the show was gonna do and all the other shit. Didn't care. Ignored all that. Didn't give a shit. She was screaming, very annoying. I was like, man, it's a good thing I'm sitting next to you because my sister would fucking kill you.
Yeah.
My sister would actually fucking murder you because you'd be ruining all her videos and she would be fucking livid about it.
Yeah.
She'd look like Naruto right now. Except she'd be madder and throwing hands.
Yeah.
But the dad was cool. There was a point in time where she was screaming and it was like a slower song that I didn't care about, so I like sat down and I like leaned over towards the dad and I'm just like, it's really loud here. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I don't know how she's not blowing your ear out, dude. And I was just like, oh no, she is. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. And I'm like, no, it's alright. I'm like, it's alright. I know she's not going to be able to keep it up for long.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
So dad was cool. He was, in the entire section around us, the only men was that dad, this grandfather guy over this way, and then slightly down to the right, this like guy who was clearly there with his like wife. And like all of them looked like they were having the same level of enjoyment. Which was, I don't know what's going on, but like, I guess I'm here.
Here for the energy.
Yeah. I was probably the only guy having the most fun within the radius of men that I was in.
That you could see visibly.
Because I was like, I'm sitting there, not every song, but like the more popular stuff. I'm like sitting there singing the lyrics to the more popular shit, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I imagine people around me are like, oh shit, he actually knows those songs. He's not just here because he's been dragged along. He actually knows this music.
That's part of the reason those two girls said you were so cute, Chris. But yeah, I'm glad the concert was okay.
But I truly believe that eventually
Yeah. It's like,
all people will understand.
It was okay.
it was alright. The concert was fine. It was after the concert. It was a fucking nightmare. Because, like,
Leaving concerts tends to be terrible.
there's no public transportation in Florida. At all. Anywhere. At all. They were like, where do we go? Like, the concert gets out and they're like, if you're getting picked up, you have to get an Uber. And the Uber will only pick you up at the high school. What? Why? Okay. Have to walk all the way to the high school, which wasn't too far, but it's still a walk. And then, like, we had to wait for an Uber that was willing to pick us up. We went through, like, 4 people canceling the fucking Uber. They did not come and pick us up until, like, 1 a.m. The concert ended at 10:30.
I'm not shocked by that.
What's so funny?
And I'm like, this is so fucking annoying.
I'm not shocked by that one bit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the problem is that we need to catch our flight in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just pissed off at this point. And we get in the car, and the guy in the car is like, the guy in the car is like, oh, where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Massachusetts. And he's like, oh, Boston? I'm like, sure. Because, like,
It's the only
that's
time
the
people
only
know.
people know, yeah. And he's like, baseball fan? I'm like, yeah, I like the baseball. Red Sox, yeah, I like Red Sox. He's like, I want to move to Boston. I'm like, why? You know what I'm like, but I was like fighting my gut instinct to be like, why?
Why? Yeah, no, I completely agree with
So
that.
I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I'm like, it's pretty nice up there, you know. It's definitely a lot less hot than on down here, you know.
Yeah, it's so funny because
Yeah.
so many people are moving out of Massachusetts to move to Florida at
Oh,
an
that's-
alarming rate.
It's always been like that.
Yeah.
It's always been like that. That's
Oh,
how
I'm
people
aware.
retire. They
Yeah.
always retired to Florida.
But it's like a 50% of it.
No, it's just less young people now.
Yeah, you're
There's just
right.
more old people than there ever has been.
Yeah.
So they're all moving away. Anyways. That being said. What's the fucking... oh, yeah. So he's like, oh, I want to move to Boston, blah, 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 and all this stuff. Big baseball fan. And I'm like, I'm not putting 2 and 2 together. I'm like, I don't get it. But I'm like, alright. And then finally he's just like, he's talking, and he's just like, oh, I'm from the Philippines. And I'm just like, oh, no, not the Philippines. He's like, I'm from the Dominican Republic. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, that makes sense.
no shit.
They
Of
love
course you
baseball over
love
there.
fucking... All of our fucking... Or almost... It's like 90% of our team is from the Dominican Republic, like, every year. It's like,
Yeah, they play a lot of baseball down there.
yeah. We scout, like, all of our fucking talent from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
What's that? You're a college player and you want to play on the Red Sox? You were born in the
Sure.
wrong country.
Uh,
I'm like, that's why he wants to fucking go down there. He's like naming all the names. He's like, oh yeah, Big Papi, Manny Ramirez, Pedro Martinez. I'm like, dude. Okay, I get you. And me and him are talking baseball and all the fucking players and the fucking Dominican Republic and all that stuff. And we get out of the car and my sister's just like, I'm glad you know about baseball because we would have just been fucking screwed on that car ride.
I love that, like, with Uber, because I haven't really used it myself. So, like, from what I understand, there's an option to be, like, no small talk.
Yeah, you can put that, yeah.
And most people do not follow that, though.
No. I mean, most people try and do at least some small talk. The guy who gave us a ride there was cool. He like, gave us a ride in the Tesla, and the fucking Tesla already had Stray Kids playing, like, ready, like, before the concert. Like, he was taking us to the concert, he was already playing Stray Kids music, like, on the way to the concert. He, like, knew ahead of time. He was like...
That's funny.
He was cool. We gave him a good tip, and then he was just like, yo, let me tell you. And then he was like, if you're getting out of here, he's like, you want to get your ride early? Which we did not listen to. But he was like, you want to get your ride early, like, set up ahead of time, because, like, it's going to get slammed and packed, and, like, it's going to get harder to fucking do a ride. He's like, once we gave him a big tip, he was like, I want to tell you everything you need to know.
And you didn't listen?
And we did not listen. It's not my fault. I wasn't in charge of the Uber.
Wanted him to see me become
Because you don't need to Uber. normally.
But I
Yeah.
really ended up showing
Miranda was in charge of the Uber. She had the Uber app.
most uncool side of me.
Also, it was
Lord Jiraiya never had anything
so
but praise for you.
not short, but
He was always bragging about you, saying you were like his own
goddamn,
grandchild.
I fucking lost what I was gonna say. I don't know, whatever.
How was the trip through TSA?
He had faith
That was
that
fine.
you were the
Yeah,
one
okay.
who
That
would
didn't do
inherit
like
his will.
anything.
So I'm assuming you went from the concert back to your hotel,
Truly believed that you would
checked
become
out,
the
and then
great
went to the
Hokage.
airport?
No, we checked out the next day.
Oh, okay.
But we had to fucking get up early, which is why I was like annoyed because we had to go home and like pack like everything, and then so we wouldn't have to do it in the morning.
Understandable, yeah. Yeah.
Miranda got
I believe
barely
Lord
any sleep.
Jiraiya is
Neither did I, but I'm used to it.
Yeah, of course.
I got like 5 hours of sleep, woke up and was like, all right, time to leave. And Miranda's just like,
I want to die. Yeah,
I
I
woke
can
up.
see
And,
that.
I woke up and I was just like, I'm good.
I can see that, yeah.
So,
I can do no sleep all day. We were getting like
Just go back
barely
to
any
being
sleep because we were getting home from the parks pretty late and then getting up pretty early to go to the parks because we had to catch the bus by like 8:45.
So I'm assuming you Ubered the entire time you were there?
cheer up.
No, we rode the buses.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, we had shuttle buses from the parks to the hotels. We
Oh,
rode
right.
those.
For you are
Okay,
just
cool.
a student.
They were like, we have hotel buses for
This is
Universal
the
Studio
stuff.
hotels that you can ride if you're staying at the hotel. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. And I'd get on the bus and they would take you home because no one asked. I would literally we'd get off the bus and just walk through their parking lot out back and then walk to our hotel.
Well, yeah. If you're close enough, right?
Yeah, we were gonna take their bus to the park too, but we couldn't figure out how to get into the hotel because it's all fenced off. Now that once we took it out, it was easy, but at that point it didn't really matter because we just had the shuttle bus for the fucking, our own hotel had its own shuttle bus.
Oh, that's funny.
But it like came way too early. Like the last shuttle bus to take us back to our hotel was like 9 p.m. or something, and it's like way too early because one of the parks doesn't close till 10 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
annoying.
that's way too early. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. That's kind of annoying.
Moping around
Yeah.
isn't like me.
Okay, Naruto, we get it. Stop moping around.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad to hear you had an
If
okay
Satan
trip.
himself said I can become Hokage, he'd chew me out for wasting time here like this.
Dude.
So,
I clicked on, I think, the first episode of this series being uploaded, and I think somebody made a comment like, "Oh, sweet! Can't wait to watch another PowerPoint presentation."
Oh yeah, I saw that comment.
Kirby Sage's
It's a
student
great
after
comment.
all.
I was like, this guy gets it.
That's a great comment.
I was like, this guy gets it. I love it.
Now that's the Naruto Uzumaki I know.
Naruto!
Naruto
Naruto!
Sensei.
Naruto Doshi Sensei!
Thanks, Haruka Sensei.
Thanks, other dad.
Dad.
Your dad number 3. That's it. That's the end of chapter 7.
Yeah. Hell yeah. PowerPoint cutscenes. The guy
Okay.
actually said.
I think we ended here.
I think you're right.
And then we pick this up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.